Hi, everybody. From the tail end of a year of virtual living, welcome to our 17th annual Cal State San Marcos Student Media Festival. Cal State San Marcos is the meeting place. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's the meeting place. This area of Cal State San Marcos and its surrounding neighborhoods is the home to 6 federally recognized bands. And I'm not talking about musical bands, I'm talking about American Indian bands. And if you look in your chat, we're going to post those 6 band names. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the works of our students who are making film, video, and so much more. I'm Jonathan Berman. I'm a professor in the School of Arts, and I'm fully vaccinated, guys. So in case you're having an outdoor party soon, please invite me. I have to get off of Zoom and out of the house.
Hey, Jonathan, great to see you. I'm Christine Diekman. I'm professor in the Art, Media, and Design Department in the CSUSM School of Arts.
Our audience tonight is composed of student media makers, professionals in the field, professors, staff, friends, family, alumni, community members, and you. And speaking of you, you should now see a poll. Oh, sorry, Birdie. You should now see a poll in your Zoom. Tell us about your film festival experience with this poll.
So the poll asks you a very important question. Have you ever attended a film festival? And obviously it's yes or no. Answering this poll will give us information about our audience tonight, but will also give you, the audience, a chance to try out polling, because at the end of the festival, we use the poll for the audience award. So give it a try. We have about 30 seconds to do the poll. Don't forget to hit submit. Okay, are we ready to see the poll?
Ready, Christine. Oops.
All right.
Here we go.
There it is.
Oh, is this the first time attending a film festival? We have 76% saying yes and 24% saying no. Excellent. Well, guys, the hors d'oeuvres tonight might not be quite as good as at a live film festival, but I'm sure we can make do in that classic do-it-yourself Cal State San Marcos way.
Okay, we'd like to take this time to thank all of the students who submitted their films. It was a really competitive field of entrants, so thank you for entering. We also want to thank the jurors who watched and chose tonight's media based on 3 criteria: content, creativity, and technical quality.
Excellent. So now let's meet our jurors, our rural jurors. So when I say your name, say something, and the magic of Zoom will switch to you and wave. Okay, from Penn State University, professor and filmmaker, Pearl Gluck.
Hi, everyone. Love the poll. The hold music was great. What an honor to see all your beautiful work. Thank you for being so generous with your creativity. And it was really an honor to be involved. Thank you.
Thanks, Pearl. You're reviewing the festival as it happens, which I love. Okay, thank you. And from film and TV casting, the film and TV casting director, Susan Paley Abramson. Susan, is that your right title? Hello, Susan. Are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, turn your camera on. We can't see you.
Someone stopped it. Well, hi, everybody. You can't see me. That's okay. I never want to be seen because I'm a casting director. I just want to be behind the camera.
Okay.
My second year doing this. Thank you, Jonathan and Christine, for putting this together. It's an honor to be a part of it. And the movie's yet again another stellar, amazing year of films.
Thank you so much, Susan, and thanks for coming again. Susan judged the films last year as well. We also have from Cal State San Marcos Art, Media, and Design, professor and artist, Misael Diaz. Hi.
Hi, everyone. So happy to be here and so excited to watch the films again and to continue celebrating such excellence. So congrats to everyone and excited for the festival.
Thanks for coming out for this, because you're like in the middle of opening a art exhibit somewhere, isn't that right?
Yeah, I was just sharing that tomorrow I have an exhibition opening in LA. So initially I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it tonight, but I'm very happy that things worked out in such a way that I am here. So
Yeah, maybe you can share with all of us a link to that. So if we want to check it out virtually or even live, if that's happening, we can. Excellent. We also, of course, have the illustrious Professor Christine Diekman and me, Jonathan Berman, from the School of Arts, Art, Media, and Design. Hi, Christine, again.
Hi, I just really so enjoyed working with this jury this year, and I'm so glad you're all here for the show.
Excellent. So the first half of films we're about to view were made by students across campus. They explore life in and out of quarantine and really the joys and challenges of life itself.
And we're going to screen the official competition entries in 2 parts tonight. After each half, we'll meet the student media makers. And at the end of the show, there'll be an award ceremony that recognizes the outstanding achievements in the various categories, and those will be presented by guests to the festival who are here tonight. The award ceremony will be capped by your vote, the audience award. And again, we'll use a Zoom poll at the end of the show for you to do that. So stay tuned with us until the end.
And the audience award, are we still giving away the Tesla, or have we scratched that because of the Saturday Night Live thing with us?
I think that we changed it to the Prius or something.
Or a nice frameable certificate. I think.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
terrific. Musk and Grimes. That just doesn't sound good. Sorry. Anyhow, so now it's our pleasure to present the first half of the 17th annual Cal State San Marcos Student Media Festival. Thank you.
ghastly, ghoulish, grinning skull, toothless, eyeless, hollow, dull. As the earth becomes such bowl that it pleases never. Whence your joy through sun and rain. Hissed because loss and pain. Have you learned what men learn not? That earth's substance turns to rot. After learning, now you scan. Vain endeavors, man by man.
My name's Andrea. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Oceanside. And I'm currently finishing my associates at Maricosta College. Growing up, I lived with my mom. We moved around a lot. There was times where I don't know how to say it nicely or presentably or something that's easy to digest, but I don't know, we were homeless at times. I grew up obviously very, very poor. My mom was abusive, so, you know, there's some trauma there. I was always interested in theater and in acting ever since I was a kid. I would say it was definitely like a defense mechanism. It's always hard for me to talk about my childhood because, like, the main part is that I don't remember a lot. I really don't. I found out through therapy, which is wonderful. So, like, I just wasn't present when I was going through shit, and I was kind of like on autopilot for a majority of my life. So I really don't remember much unless, like, if I drive by the locations where, like, I lived or grew up. Sometimes I'll remember a little bit, but I just get like this overwhelming sense of like fear and anxiety when I'm there. And then sometimes I'll like have, not flashbacks, but like I re-experience it.
Smile for Doda. Got a big smile. Huh?
As a kid, I always had a very vivid imagination. So I would see like a stranger on the street, or I feel like I'm creepy when I say this, but I like people watching, like in the most innocent, non-creepy, non-Dexter serial killer way, you know? But yeah, I've always liked people watching. I would always like give the stranger a name, give them a background, and I would kind of make up their own world in them. And I think I had this false, or like I know I had this false pretense or like idea regarding acting that a lot of people have, where it's like an opportunity for you to be someone else. I genuinely thought it was like, oh, at least I can be someone else for like a minute. I don't have to deal with my shit. I didn't really grow up with him in my life. My mom just she like purposely secluded me, so I didn't have the chance to see how an actual like normal household functioned. So yeah, I didn't see him until I was like senior year of high school, so like 17. But even after high school, when I decided to continue my education, my dad was super, super supportive. I'm very, very lucky to have him in my life, yeah. My mom and I at the time, it's so weird to say that she kicked me out, because at the time we weren't even living in a house of our own. We were couch surfing at one of her friends. But she got mad at me I don't even remember. It was always something absurd or just illogical, but she got mad at me and she kicked me out. But then she was like begging me to stay. But anyways, I ended up just driving to my dad's house in the middle of the night, and I was very lucky. He took me in, and I haven't gone back ever since. I never imagined a future. I mean, I had suicidal ideations all the time, so it was very much, I didn't think I was gonna have a future, truth be told. So when I graduated high school, my depression was at its worst. My anxiety was horrible. I became really paranoid because my mom would love to play this fun game of just randomly showing up at my dad's house, trying to see me, literally trying to break into the house. Or she would show up at my school randomly, trying to pick me up when I wasn't living with her and I hadn't seen her in quite some time. Or she would literally just sit at the edge of the parking lot and just stare at me. Super fucking creepy. Extremely traumatizing. So I ended up staying just in my room for a couple months. Like, literally wouldn't leave to go outside by any means. Never went anywhere. I started working on my social anxiety by taking out the trash, or I would wake up really early in the morning to go on runs at like 4:30, 5 in the morning, because then at least no one was awake. But I'm very much a person where it's like I don't want to say I don't have the patience, but it's like if I'm gonna do it, I'm either gonna do it 110% or not at all. So it was a week before the fall semester at Miracosta was starting, where it was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to school. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. And that's when I started taking my first acting classes. I got this job working with dogs, and originally I told myself, like, I'm just gonna get this job to help out with my dad, to pay bills, and, you know, for us to get a place. And over time, I kind of put my classes and school on the back burner, because it was like, well, I can't keep up with bills. I can't keep up with rent if classes are getting in the way, like I physically can't. So, at first it was, oh, I'm just gonna do part-time, I'm just gonna do a class, at least I'll get it done, and then it just slowly turned into me not going to school at all, but at least I'm getting a nice paycheck. I worked my way up to a management position, and I was in line to take over the business. And I had this moment, in 2019, it was a really hard year. My aunt got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and a couple months later, my dad got diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. And it was just really hard because I'm basically running the business, and I'm having to say, no, I can't meet up, I can't do this, I can't do that holiday, can't do this birthday. But I had a come to Jesus moment, sadly, when my aunt passed away. where she ended up in the ICU. She was in a coma. And I sat there holding her hand, and I just kept thinking, where did the time go? Like, where did these past 5 years go? Birthdays are get what you want days. Take advantage. Love, Aunt Debbie. P.S. I miss seeing you. Let's have lunch. When I get back from my trip in September. Oh, there's my makeup. I forgot I had that on. Like, was it worth it? Like, I kept regretting all the times I didn't hug her or see her, you know? And then I got really mad at myself because it was like, fuck, she's not gonna be alive to see me achieve my goals or like to go after it. And then I realized I don't want that to happen to my dad. I don't want him to die without seeing me at least attempt to go after my dreams, you know, or like continue my education. So I told the owner of the business, I don't want the business. I don't want to be in Oceanside forever. And that I'm stepping down as manager. It's scary leaving an area that I'm so used to. And also, I mean, I have my dad to think about. You know, I want to get my diploma while he's still here on this earth. But there's also the part of me that realizes that I'm probably spending the last couple of years of his life not with him. And that's really... it's really hard. Like, I don't... You know, when my aunt passed, her sons, my cousins, they flew in a day after. They got there a day after she died. And I don't know if that happened to me, if I would be able to live with that, you know? Like, that's something that's really hard to think about. I haven't talked or told my dad about that. You know? Like, what would you do? If it was between living the last 2 years with your dad or having the chance of achieving a goal that you know is gonna make him proud, that you know is gonna make him so happy. It's like, oh God, you know? It's like a double-edged knife. But yeah.
Birthday, Andrea. Can you give Auntie Donna a kiss?
No.
Go down.
Look, Mandy.
Face the Auntie Donna.
I gotta read this. I'm feeling in Spanish whether you like it or not.
Kitty check. Kitty.
How does this go work? Oh, look how cool. Put it right here.
It's a tricky card.
Hang on, Mandy.
Yeah.
Cute.
Andrea, look at the monkeys.
Cabbage. Good dancing, Amanda. You're a good dancer. Say that, homie. Say, homie, don't play that. Tell Bob, homie, don't play that.
haven't spoken several weeks, but solitude tends to be the mood, so you probably won't hear from me. And there was once relief in the changing trees, the contrails that cut the sky, but prearranged circumstances change, and I'd be lying if I said I'm fine. Capturing the switchbacks in the line, switching back to Central Standard Time. Each day slightly more resigned, trying to make some sense of life. So if we take off, you can quit your day job. We'd call ourselves the age of youth. You'll find us traveling and making tunes. But then I think of all the people we've loved, how they'll be growing older soon, how it's true for me and you. So I convalesced in the Middle West and fell for Ohio's roads. I'm standing still by the windowsill where I once watched the world explode. So when it's looking dark in your narrative arc, I'm here and you can talk with me. A hackneyed fool under fascist rule, wasting days singing about his dreams, all of which has led me to believe there's a set and life's the movie screen, and every dream that you have in between, they'll fade with every frame you've seen. Oh, is it so fate? I wish I was in LA, far from all the roads we knew. I'm worried where we're going to. So if we take off, you can quit your day job. We'd call up in the age of youth. We're coming to a town near you, lonely and outraged. I guess for now that I'll wait for generation age of youth to point me towards a higher truth. It's on the off chance we never come to cross sense, 'cause it's too late to not pretend. Night here for all of this to end. Just glad that I could be your friend.
Park at its peak. The highest was 11,700 cases, so the number already blown past that. And also when it comes to the statewide strategy out here, along with more guidelines that are going to be implemented, testing and a ramp up in that is going to be very important. That's where we're at right now, a very busy and very full testing site here at the airport. But you can't have testing without labs to help fulfill those results. I talked to the health department about the challenges of getting a new lab in the state.
I'm a production tech for a local production company here in San Diego. I'm sort of a jack of all trades when it comes to the company I work for. I do a little bit of everything. It's sort of like a nonstop process of learning different techniques and different things that help with my job.
Katie's grandmother got COVID 2.5 weeks ago. She went on a ventilator 2 weeks ago. She was being aided by the ventilator up to 90%, meaning like 10% of her breathing was coming from her, and the rest of the 90% was coming from the fucking machine.
COVID really put a stop to the bread and butter of my company, which was live events. Bands and crews and traveling tours and things that we would be able to work with on a daily, even daily to weekly basis was massive. It was a nonstop communication about like, okay, well, we're going to see you next week, and then we're going to go the day after down the street to do some rehearsals, and then we're going to come over to this festival in Balboa Park and then fly away somewhere else. It was a very involved and close-knit sort of environment. We had to adapt to the situation that we had. We have all this top-notch, top-gear equipment, and we don't have anybody to put the show on for. And we had to try and find a way to bring the show back to people. So we started building studio-sized stages. I had a couple bands come in, a few DJs, just to kind of get used to the idea of having people come into our space and put on a studio-style production for them. It was a different move for the company in total. Kind of similar to what we were doing in here, like adjusting our cameras and trying to set the right compositions to pretty much give the illusion that these people are performing on a stage when in reality they're inside of a warehouse. After we found out the kinds of troubles we were going to have using like other streaming websites, we decided to kind of create our own website that we could actually use to sell tickets to watch the stream, but also decide what was and was not like appropriate to put on. Now we've had to accommodate to adjusting to a TV sized screen and trying to make sure that our product is still shows value that we put into our production. And with the team of guys that we have, I feel like the move shook our world, but it pushed us to be better. I've always found that, enjoying where you work can be helped a lot by enjoying the people that you work with. They definitely make the job a lot more fun and much more entertaining. And when you get into the monotony of, doing things like lubricating motor chains, it's nice to have somebody that you can just kind of banter with a little bit. It's very tight knit, and it's sort of like a little family. Everybody gets along relatively well and can work together really well, but understands that like if any one person is starting to fall behind, someone else can step in to help pick up the slack. We are always trying to be better than what we have been. Like that's sort of one of the reasons we were so successful and so good at doing the concert things, is because we would always try to be better than the last one we did. As far as things going back to a normal, like as if COVID never happened, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. The kind of work that we're doing is so open to that kind of danger, or that kind of threat. I don't know, like that sort of trouble is sort of inherent in the kind of festival setting that we used to do. I think after or once things return to some semblance of normal, we will have become a much better team for it, because we've been put into a situation that requires us to step out of our comfort zone, but do it in such a way that improves the sort of performance that we did before COVID.
We basically accepted she was dying. She just opened her eyes and she's breathing 90% of her.
That is amazing,
That
dude.
happen.
Oh my God.
Like 75 to 85% of people that go on ventilators die.
And oh, that is so great.
She
made it,
so
dude.
nuts.
Congrats, man.
Right, everybody. So welcome back. I want to make certain that we acknowledge our fantastic student media makers by introducing them to you tonight. So let's meet the media makers from part one. When you hear your name of your film, I'd really like it if your mic isn't turned on or your camera isn't turned on, please turn them on and tell us your name and anything else that you might like to say about your film. So again, those are really fantastic, and I can't wait for everybody to meet you. So the first film that we had was Quick Surf. So could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Elmer Blakey. I'm a fourth year AMD student. And real quick, this project was basically just summing up a 1 hour portion of your day into 1 minute.
Okay, all right, thank you, Elmer, that was fantastic. And then we have The Awakening.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Raymondo. Our film was The Awakening, and I guess it was a challenge to make because it was all done from home, but it wouldn't have been possible without KO and my sister Allison, who was in the film.
Okay, and I also think we have the sound designer here tonight too.
Yeah, hello, I'm Carolyn. I also worked on The Awakening. I did the sound design. I'm a third-year student here at Cal State San Marcos.
Great job, you two. The next one we have is Hardship is a Friend of Mine, and the director for that film is Rachel Jacobs, who couldn't be here, but we do have Andrea Boulard, who is featured in the film here, and I would love it if you could introduce yourself and say a few words. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you all for taking the time to be here and to watch everyone's film. It's been amazing. And also shout out to my friend Rochelle, who gave me the space and opportunity to feel comfortable talking about subjects in my life that I don't always talk about. And yeah, I would say the biggest thing is that time is not guaranteed. If you have the privilege to still talk to a loved one or to hold them, please do so. Thank you.
Thank you for that beautiful message, Andrea. And the next film is Displaced, El Swap Meet.
Hi everyone, my name is Diane Preciado, and yes, I made Displaced a Swap Meet. It was inspired by community, nostalgia, and just sounds of memory. And I'm also an art media and design student. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. And the next one is A State of Flux.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I'm an AMD student from Mexico. The film was basically focused on longing for connection and reaching out to your community. And yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. You have a big fan base out there. And then we have COVID-19.
Hello. It's kind of dark right now. I don't know if you guys can see me, but so for my film, I kind of decided to focus on COVID-19 and kind of like show how it was very desolate. There wasn't really many people here. So I kind of wanted to focus on that. And then also to explain how the only thing that was really on our mind was what is going on with COVID and our shots, and not really understanding, will we ever be able to go outside? And that was kind of my focus.
Great, thanks, Deshelle. So glad you could be here tonight. Then we have 5 stages of COVID.
Hi, everybody. My name is Benjamin Garcia. I'm a student at Cal State San Marcos. And I really want to thank you all for watching my film. It's just the whole message to it is just about like the things that we've been seeing since 2020, you know, all the negative news outlets that we've been mostly been focusing on, all this violence. And what I wanted to show is that, you know, we need to like switch to this other side of positive views that we all need to have. And I want to thank you all for coming by today.
Okay, thanks, Benjamin. And then the last one is Staged.
Hi, my name is Justin Benavente. I just want to say thank you all for being here. It's really a privilege to be nominated in this festival. And coming up with the film was kind of difficult during last year because of COVID, like just starting off and everything being locked down. So I was really fortunate to have the opportunity to get with my brother-in-law and see what he's doing for work with his job. You know, setting up stages is a very public event. So I thought that'd be a really interesting story. And it turned out better than I would have expected. And I just want to say thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. Let's just try a little, let's try to all turn our mics on and give these wonderful student filmmakers a hand. Can we do that? Can you turn your mics on?
Turn your mics on.
Turn your mics on, yay! Thank you so much. Okay, Jonathan, I'm handing it over to you.
Okay, well, thanks everyone. What an amazing slate of films in the first half. So remember to vote after our second half on your favorite film for the Audience Award. And now, let's not waste any time. Let's break on through to the other side. As Jim Morrison once said, it's time for the second half of our festival. Thank you. Let's roll it, Albert.
Have you been cooped up at home, listening to the constant sound of your four walls for the past year? Are you craving to hear something other than your grandmother yelling at her game of Wheel of Fortune from the other room? If you answered yes to any of the following questions, then you'll want to stick around because we've got something we know you'll love. Introducing Outside, the only place you can go to break free from the mundane sounds of everyday life indoors. Here, we've got a wide variety of sounds, tones, chimes, clangs, and dings that remind you of just how exciting the real world can be. Like this sound, for instance. Isn't that lovely? Or how about this one? That's my personal favorite. But let's say you're not the calm, meditative type. Maybe sports are more of your thing. How about trying this one on for size? Or maybe even this one. And for all you kids out there, I'm sure you'd much rather be here right now. And for those of you that enjoy a nice balance of calm and meditative with a hint of chaos, there's just a few special ones here in the mix just for you. But wait, there's more! For all you pet owners out there, we've got one here that we know will have you fetching for the phone right away. You can call now at the toll-free number to order your box set of Sounds of the Outside for just 8 low monthly payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Or skip the phones and listen to them yourself. All you need to do is cautiously brave out into the terrifying and uncertain world and use those 2 things on the side of your head. But hey, who would want to go and do something reckless like that? And if you call now, we'll even throw in this extra sound for free! Don't wait, because once the sounds of the outside are gone, you're gonna wish you had them.
A darkness grows deep within. It looms, haunts, breathes down our necks. What are we to do but to accept? Light, bright, options are infinite. Swirling spirals end up shifting towards inevitable decline. Are we not afraid of our own success? What things will change when we reach our highest potential? Will we gain wisdom? Surely not. We are destined to remain unchanged. Creatures of habit, filled with disdain. The seas of change have all but surely dried up. Long are the days of youth, wishing for days of long past. The mirage of opportunity, an illusion. Dreams fleeting. Desperately we try to capture them, but to what avail? I will no longer take the path less traveled. Wish upon a star, no longer an option. Ignorance is bliss. Unaware of my shift. This is my metamorphosis.
It was Wednesday, and I was sitting at a cafe watching people pass by. I couldn't stop thinking about how everything around me felt too fast and too loud. I couldn't stop thinking about how lonely I was feeling, even when I was surrounded by all these people. I wondered if they felt it all like me too. Then it hit me, emotions. I realized they probably felt the same way. Some of them might even be going through the same emotions at the same time as me. Technically, we would be in this together. Life felt less lonely when I realized we're not really strangers.
assistant for a year now, and I currently live in Tijuana, Baja California. And if you're not familiar with Tijuana and where it's located, it's in Mexico. So it's on the other side of the border. And I live with my boyfriend Daniel Galvan and my little dog, Cuchito.
So first, I let little Cuchito out every morning because Daniel's still sleeping. So yeah, he's ready to go. They have these weird locks in TJ. Yeah. I woke up at 4:30 and I took a shower, and now I'm ready. My mess. Now I'm ready to go, but my car broke down yesterday, so it's currently at the auto shop. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my coworker. Yeah, so today I'm gonna call an Uber, and the Uber will take me to the Otay border. My coworker said she's gonna get there till 6:30, so I can probably leave by 6:30 and I'll get there on time. And yeah, I don't usually do this. Usually I would leave around this time at 6 o'clock so I can get to the border early. But I'll pick up my car later on today. Hopefully it's fixed.
My day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I work as a medical assistant. To go to work, I have to commute from my house in Tijuana all the way to my work, and for me to do that, I have to cross the border every morning. All of our patients are Spanish speakers, so they usually get upset that we're not open, and they threaten to leave the practice, but they never leave. They just talk. They just say, "Oh, mejor me voy a ir al otro doctor. Ya no quiero estar aquí." You know, they just argue, and yeah, I have to deal with that. I have to be like, "Oh, perdón, señora."
I'm waiting for my Uber and it's taking forever. The first one just canceled on me. My car's still not ready. So I'm going with my friend again. I'm so tired. Just waiting here. Ow!
My boyfriend Daniel, he voluntarily signed to go to Mexico because his visa had expired, so he no longer could stay here in the States. And in the beginning it was a hard decision because I didn't want to leave my siblings because I was living with them at the time. But I just thought of it of a new chapter in my life, a new experience, going somewhere where I didn't really know much about the culture. I am Mexican, but it's different. It's different living in the States than living in Tijuana.
Let's go because I'm running a little late. It's like 6:10. So let's go see how the border is. Usually I check on this app to see how busy the border is. It's fairly simple. You just put the details, like you put the Mexican border and what border you're trying to cross through. If it's either Otay or San Isidro, and you just pick either or. I feel like in the beginning the hardest thing was getting up early and working with my schedule on when I needed to go to sleep, when I needed to wake up, but eventually you get used to it. You know, there's other people that have to do it. It's not just you. You know, there's other people. Not you don't necessarily. I thought about it this way. Not just because I live in Tijuana, I'm not the only person that has to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready. Like there's people in the States that also have to wake up really, really early to get to work. So I just thought of it that way. Another hard thing was driving over there, because driving over there, you have to be constantly paying attention. You have to be careful, because there's people who don't care about their cars, so they just sort of throw their cars just because they're in a hurry, or they just want to go in front of you. I don't know. One time back then, when I would cross at 1 o'clock, I did an illegal U-turn to go to the border. I didn't hear him or see him because my music was all the way up. Cop cornered me to the wall, and I was like, what the heck? So I just pulled over, and I was speaking to him in Spanish. I was like, why did you do that? Like, what's wrong with you? And he was like, well, you made an illegal U-turn. He's like, I was just trying to get your attention to stop, but you didn't stop. Okay, I was like, I didn't see that there was an illegal U-turn. Honestly, I didn't see it. He said I did, but I didn't think I did. To this day, when I go back over there, it does say no U-turn, but back then I didn't see that, I couldn't do a U-turn. Anyways, I was being really defensive because I didn't think I made a U-turn. I think he was just trying to play me. So I was talking to him like, no, that was not an illegal U-turn. And he was like, yes, it was. Let me see your license and registration. So I gave him my license and I gave him my car registration. He's like, is this car yours? And I was like, yes, this is my car. And that car had tinted windows. And he's like, well, you can't have tinted windows over here in Mexico. He's like, you can't have tinted windows over here in Mexico. And I was like, well, I didn't know that. I was like, why? Since when has that been a rule? And he's like, oh, because you never know, you can have drugs or guns in the back seat and I wouldn't be able to see. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I don't have any of those things. And he's like, oh, well, ¿a qué te dedicas? Like saying like, what do you do for a living? I just lied. I was like, oh, I'm a student. I was going to work. I'm gonna cross so I can make it in class on time. And he's like, what are you doing over here? I was like, oh, I came to visit my grandma because she's sick and I just come visit her sometimes. I wasn't gonna tell him my life story. He's like, oh, okay. Well, that was an illegal U-turn. So what are we gonna do about it? Like basically saying like, are you gonna pay me to let you go? I was like, oh, well, I don't know. I was like, I don't have money. I'm a student, so I only dedicate myself to going to school. And he was like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to call the tow truck and you're gonna have to go down with me to the station. I was like, okay, well, when I'm at the station, what's gonna happen? What are we gonna do if I don't have money? He's like, you don't have a credit card? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm just a student. And he was like, oh, okay. So he stayed quiet because I wasn't gonna pay him. I was scared because at 1 o'clock there was no cars around, so he could have done anything, because they're corrupted over there. But I wasn't gonna let myself, and I wasn't gonna pay him, even though I did have money. And then he was like, okay, well, I'll let you go this time, but next time you better be paying attention to the road. So he gave me back my license and my registration, and he let me go. Yeah, I was not gonna give him money.
No. And he can't give me a ticket because I'm not a citizen in Mexico. He can't give me a ticket.
Sirens on the rocks, call me to the shore. And what more could I ever want? It feels so good to be wanted by you. Hylas says, do not go for those nymphs, no more than you will ever know. Mermaids in the cove, call me to the sea, so I can see the pearls in their hands. I want to be a better man with you. The more you know, the worse it gets. Don't you ever guess how the water flows. The devil pulls me into the deep blue. There is nothing more that I can possibly do. Don't be afraid. Don't you know that this is just how it feels? Don't you fear. Do you know if any of this is real?
Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm epileptic. Epilepsy is a brain disorder that causes you to have seizures. It's almost like your brain is getting electrocuted. Your brain reboots itself and makes you black out. I sometimes forget my entire day and even who I am after having a seizure. I was first diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 8. I was having seizure after seizure. My mom took me to the doctor and they said I had a sinus infection. So I took the medication prescribed until my seizures were getting worse. Now that she can no longer trust a medical doctor, she took me to see a witch doctor. I can only remember fragments of visiting a witch doctor. She would light up a cigarette and constantly blow the smoke into my face. She would crack eggs onto my head and sweep my face with these small branches. Eventually, my seizures continued getting worse, so my mom began thinking that God was punishing her for bringing me to a witch doctor. My dad took me to another doctor who also said I had a sinus infection, but my dad knew that was bullshit. So he took me to the children's hospital and I stayed there for days, but I don't remember much of it. I had a hard time going back to school. I was embarrassed of being epileptic because kids don't really understand and I barely understood what was happening. I also just didn't want to be scaring people like some possessed monster. I felt like something was wrong with me. It was an ugly feeling, so I was embarrassed of myself. I couldn't accept myself. My embarrassment about my illness only grew stronger. It started to transform into depression, and I was angry at everything. I decided that I should hurt myself. I didn't want to be in this world anymore. There were just so many things that were in my head, so many fears that I had. Just losing control of your own body and not knowing if I'm going to have a seizure today is terrifying. I just wanted to end it. I wanted to feel physical pain rather than emotional pain. Even though there's no cure for epilepsy, eventually some people are lucky enough to no longer need medication and still be seizure-free. I was given the opportunity to stop taking my meds, which I was very excited about because I was thinking I could finally live a normal life. I could actually get a driver's license. But after a day or so of not taking medication, my seizures came back. I even had a seizure where I was actually conscious and I fell to the ground and my body was shaking. I could not control it. That was the first time I had a seizure while being conscious, so it was terrifying. I felt really upset with myself, upset with my body. It really got to me, and I continued wanting to kill myself. I would purposely put myself into danger because I just didn't care about myself. I was just so depressed. When I hit my lowest point, I was really stressed out, I was really depressed, and I just couldn't handle much anymore. I called my boyfriend and apologized to him. I told him that I loved him and that he would be better off without me. And then I took a handful of anti-seizure medication. Then I was taken to the hospital, and after that I was taken to a mental institution. It was a really interesting experience. When I got there, I was really upset. I was all alone. I didn't know anyone. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just remember being locked up in a room, looking out the window and thinking, how am I going to break out of this place? It felt like I was in a prison. I ended up actually making friends there, and I felt like people really understood me. They were so accepting. I really didn't feel so alone anymore. Even though I made good friends and learned a lot from being there, I still never want to go back there. Not long after that, I lost my medical insurance, so I was having panic attacks because I cannot live without my medication. The thought of me having seizure after seizure was just terrifying. I was told by a friend to try some CBD drops. So I went to a dispensary and got this vial of CBD oil. It really did help me with my seizures and also my anxiety. I was able to control my emotions. Now I am medicating with anti-seizure medication and medical marijuana. That has helped me in many forms because it not only helps me control my seizures better, but it also helps me with my bipolar depression. I feel so much better mentally. I just completely changed into someone different. I am now okay with telling people that I'm epileptic. I feel like I have accepted myself. I want to spread epilepsy awareness because not many people know what epilepsy is. I also want to spread the awareness of the usage of medical marijuana and how it helps medically in different ways. I still struggle here and there, but I don't feel like I'm hiding.
Yo como doctor recomiendo agua de Dios.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. So that was fantastic second part again. And again, in appreciation of all of their hard work, let's meet the media makers from the second half of our show. So once again, when you hear the name of your film, please turn on your video and audio if you haven't already done, and tell us your name and say a few words. So the first piece we heard was Sounds of the Outside.
So yeah, my name is Chris Cox, and I just want to thank you so much to all of the judges who gave me the honor of being nominated into this festival. Sorry, there we go. And yeah, I just wanted to thank the amazing Christine Diekman for the input and insight that she had on this project. This was done in her Intro to Sound Studies course, so I learned so much from her, and I just wanted to say that it really provided a lot of wonderful knowledge to be able to help.
Thank you, Chris. I
create
appreciate
these.
that.
So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. And then we have unorthodox.
Hello, guys. I wanted to say thank you as well. You guys all did an amazing job. I loved all your guys' videos. And I had a really fun time making this film. I didn't really think that I would have gotten chosen. So thank you guys so much for choosing it and giving me a chance to show everyone my film.
You're welcome. I'm glad we got to show it. And again, we have Metamorphosis.
Hello again. Yeah, so for this film, it was a lot of experimentation, obviously, with different video techniques. I was actually recording a lot of just LED lights that I had in my bedroom and using various different lenses, specifically macro, to kind of achieve most of those effects. And that piece was also very much sound heavy, and it was while I was attending Anna Petrisco's sound design course. So a lot of these pieces that I've submitted tonight are very sound heavy. So it was a lot of fun to kind of experiment with that medium.
Okay, thank you so much, Chris. And the next piece is Intro, Self-Portrait.
Hello again. I just wanted to thank the judges for choosing two of my films. This was a really nice experience, and I loved every single film that we've watched, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. The next film that we watched was A Balancing Act. And is the filmmaker here? Yes,
hey everyone.
Great, fantastic.
I'm Patricia Isenkaya. Thank you for choosing my film, and I'm just super happy that I was able to share my sister's story. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that story. And the next film was Sirens.
Hi, that's me. I'm Jules. Well, first of all, I'm grateful to be in all of yours company this evening. This has been awesome. So what I wanted to do with my film was just kind of position old school beliefs like Greek mythology and kind of give it an updated message that has to deal with depression. So that's the inspiration behind that.
Thank you, Jules. The next film is Electrocuted Brain.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I just want to thank you guys for choosing my film. Thank my friends and family, and of course my professors for teaching me how to do this stuff. I wanted to spread the message about epilepsy, bipolar depression, and medical marijuana. So thank you for watching my video.
Thank you for sharing it, Melissa. And the last one we had is Tears, Art, and Succulence.
Hi, everyone. I'm Leslie Rodriguez. I'm a fourth year at CSUSM. I'm actually an economics major with a minor in dance. So this was my very first time experimenting with film. So I'm really happy that you all chose it to be here tonight. And it was kind of just about all these feelings that were kind of coming at me during May of last year, and kind of all these stories that were not really in the spotlight about immigrants, about LGBT community, about everyone that was kind of getting kind of before a lot of them were kind of getting left behind. So I kind of wanted it to bring it and push that forward.
Great, thank you, Leslie. Appreciate that you're here. We love it when there's students who are don't have filmmaking as their major. So thank you so much for making the piece and for submitting it too. Okay, so that was fantastic. Now I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan Berman.
Oh,
You
thanks,
go.
Christine, and thanks all you guys for those amazing films. Wait, hold on. What's that you're saying, little birdie? I can't hear you. Oh, okay. Well, the birdie has said that it's come time to present our awards. And, you know, we think every film is worthy of recognition, but a few stood out to the jury. And I'd like to invite our honored guests to present the virtual trophies, and each student will have the opportunity to say a few words about their film. So this is it, guys, the awards section. And really, when you're in the official competition for a film festival, just a little hint, you can still put those little laurels on there, and just being in a festival is an award. So just be aware of that. So first, I'd like to call upon Shannon Pringle from the Cal State System-Wide Media Festival. Shannon, can you present the award for Best Documentary? Welcome. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me. This has been so great. Thank you so much. This was so much talent tonight, and congratulations to everyone. Like Jonathan said, being a part of a festival is so fantastic because people get to see your work and get to know who you are through your work. So that's awesome. Before I present the award, though, I do want to encourage everyone. We have a festival too. You all are all eligible to enter that festival, and I encourage you to do so. And after I speak, I'll throw that website into the chat so that you can follow up on that.
Excellent. And send it out to panelists and the audience.
Exactly. So I have the honor of presenting the award for Best Documentary. And this film really captures both the complications of the present state as well as the pain and insight when reflecting on the past. And this filmmaker did a wonderful job. And I would like to present the award to Best Documentary goes to Hardship is a Friend of Mine, directed by Rochelle Jacobs and featuring Andrea Bular. I believe that Rochelle is not able to be with us tonight, so Andrea, would you accept the award on her behalf?
Yeah, I would be honored to. Thank you so much to the chat's blowing up. I'm sorry. Thank you everyone for being present. Thank you all for taking the time to view her work and also my story. Man, I'm trying not to cry. I would say the biggest takeaway to keep in mind, something that I've learned upon reflection and something that I've really focused on all my college essays, is that unfortunately, time is not guaranteed. So make the best that you can of it. Don't let fear stop you from achieving anything you want. Yeah, just make the most of your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrea.
Amazing. Great words.
Thank you, Shannon, so much. And don't forget to put the link. So there is a CSU Student Media Festival, not to be confused with this one. It's a CSU-wide festival, and every single one of these pieces that were here tonight should be submitted to that festival. And I think the submissions are happening now. Is that correct, Shannon? Yeah. Okay. So grab that link. Okay.
And what's great about that festival is that you're going to meet the cream of the crop from across the CSU. Everyone else is really into making movies from the 20-something campuses that comprise our system. So Thank you both. And I'd like to present Christine.
Okay.
The award. Sound.
Okay. So now we have the award for Best Sound Design, and it's coming in on video, actually, from Carly Star Bruno Niles, who is at KOC TV, Oceanside Television. So we're going to roll a video for this one, and she will announce that.
Hello, I'm Carly Star Bruno Niles from KOCT Television in Oceanside. Sound design in film is a critical part of the art of filmmaking. A simple sound design definition in film is the creation from the soundscape. It makes the film feel more real and creates a sense of off-screen space, which is important for the realism of the film. This is used to create appropriate atmosphere, tempo, and overall effect. And the winner for Best Sound Design is Chris Cox, The Sounds of Outside. Congratulations.
Yay. Thank you, Carly. Carly's been cranking out the video in Oceanside and is one of our esteemed partners in our internship program. So if you want to do an internship, talk to me because I'm running our internship program in the School of Arts for next semester. Okay, moving right along.
Wait, no, Chris. Chris would like to say
sorry.
something.
Chris, I am so sorry. I've already hired you to be our announcer for next year in case you
Well, thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah, I'm sorry to.
Well, thank you so much again to the jury for your amazing work and you selecting my piece. I am super honored. Yeah, sound is super important, and I learned that the most over these last 2 semesters of my college career. It makes or breaks a film. I mean, it is really a compliment to the film itself. It is equal parts as important. So I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to learn under the amazing Christine Diekman and Professor Anna Petrisco to help understand and better utilize my sound design skills. And of course, I would love to thank my friends and family who are watching at home. Thank you so much for attending tonight. And yeah, to all of the other nominees, I'm so honored to be in the same category and same festival as you all, because all of your work is extremely amazing. So thank you so much again. I am very honored, and yeah, go Cougars.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. You've got to catch up with the chat. You're getting some comments about your style, which is always wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, Jonathan, it's your turn. I hand it to you.
Thank you. Well, I am really delighted to bring up Karen Schaffman, the Program Director of Dance and Performance Studies. Karen, please present the award for Performance Dance on Camera. Hi, Karen.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm so honored to be here. Congratulations to all of you. It was a super dynamic evening of video and sound, so thank you. I'm here to present the Performance and Dance for the Camera category. I'm honored to do so, and I'm honoring a lot tonight, artists working in this ever-growing genre that highlights dance, movement, perception, and the senses. Location, space, body, absence of body, time, rhythm, all of these ignite states of imagination through intentional editing and through the dynamics of choreographic structures. So the envelope, please, and drum roll. The award goes to Tears, Art, and Succulence by Leslie Rodriguez.
Yay. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And thank you to the jury for taking the time to watch the video, and then everyone else here watching as well. And a big thank you to Karen Schaffman and Anya Cloud and Raja Feather Kelly, which was the artist that kind of gave this foundation or like score for this video. And I also want to say really quick that makes me so happy that as artists, we can also be activists and talk about many stories that may be forgotten or not get a chance to have so much exposure, and we can just once again bring it forward. So thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, Leslie. Okay, so it is my real pleasure to call Jelana Byers to the mic. Jelana is an alumnus of our Art, Media, and Design department. She graduated last year, I think. And she was an award winner from last year's festival. So I'm really glad that she could be here tonight, and it's wonderful to see you, Jelana. She's here to present the award for Best Experimental Film.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jelana. Thank you so much, Professor Diekman. It's great to see you again. Before I present and announce the winner for tonight's Best Experimental Film, I just want to let you all know that you did an amazing job. And so many great stories were shared and necessary stories were shared with us today. And I just wanted to encourage you all just to keep going and to keep that vulnerability in your stories and openness, because there's someone out there that needs to hear that. And so for Best Experimental Film 2021, it goes to, drum roll please, The Awakening by Ashley Raimundo.
Yay.
Thank you, Jelana, and thank you to the rest of the jury for selecting our film, and everyone who came out to watch. It's truly an honor, and I also want to say thank you to my mom for letting us film in her formal dining room. I forgot to say that earlier. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Jelana. Okay, it's me again. So I'm calling up Misael Diaz. He's professor in art, media, and design, and he's going to present the award for Best Cinematography.
Yes, hello everyone, good evening. It is my honor to be presenting tonight's award for Best Cinematography. With this award, the jury seeks to recognize the aesthetic and technical accomplishments of a film that is able to capture beauty and convey unique perspectives through the creative use of a camera, making bold choices relating to composition, lighting, color, and camera motion towards crafting a visually distinctive film. With this in mind, on behalf of the jury, I would like to award the achievements for Best Cinematography to Deshelle Clark for Unorthodox and COVID-19. Congratulations, Deshelle, and everyone else.
Oh my gosh, I won. Thank you guys so much. I just want to say thank you to my sister, who is actually graduating this semester. She was the one who was acting all like psycho in the film. So I just want to say thank you to her. And then I want to say thank you to all you guys as well, because actually making films is like one of my passions. And I do hope that one day I can become a movie director. And then if I do, I'll make sure to bring you guys all to the red carpet. So don't worry. And yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Deshelle.
Thank you.
Okay, so Jonathan, you're next.
All right, well, we may be coastalist, but we're going to include the East Coast as well. Even though Penn State is inland a bit. Anyhow, I'd like to bring up Pearl Gluck, professor of film and video at Penn State, to present the Zeitgeist Award. Come on up, Pearl.
I'm from Brooklyn, Jonathan.
Shocking.
It's like, I'm so excited to be able to give this award. Actually, my first film is distributed by a company called Zeitgeist Films. And I'm going to tell you right now why I love that name so much by reading you the actual definition of that word, which one of the dictionaries out there say is the defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time. Capturing the moment is what we all try and do as artists, whether it's through dance or photography or film or sound or music or any form of artistic expression, connection, and compassion, I would even say, with our skills. And so to be able to give this award is an honor. To have been able to watch all your films has been incredibly inspiring. And then to watch them again tonight in your presence and hearing some of the filmmakers talk about, some of you touched on why you made the films, and it was very moving and gives me a lot of hope for the future of film. And so this kind of film award, the Zeitgeist Award, talks about the now and the ability to see what needs to be framed now with your point of view. And this filmmaker just shared something I did not know that makes it even more powerful than we all originally felt, which is that this is a film about his brother. So it is our honor to give the award, the Zeitgeist Award, to Justin. Your last name is, don't tell me. It's for Staged by Justin Benevente. And please come on up and say a few words. Thank you so much for capturing the moment, and thank you for doing it with such artistic skill.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate your kind words and encouragement. I just want to thank all my teachers. Coming up to this moment, I feel that they've all sort of given their input and their artistic perspective on me, and I feel like that is sort of shown in the films. And I really want to give a special thanks to Professor Berman for introducing me to the artistic world of documentary filmmaking.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Justin. All right, well, I have the pleasure of asking Susan Paley Abramson to join us. She is the film and television casting director. So Susan, could you please present the award for Best Editing?
Hi, thank you to Jonathan and Christine. This is really, really amazing that you guys put this together. And the students, I'm always blown away. So when actors come in the room, I always say a couple things to them. You know, you've got to be nice to everybody on set and everybody on set that's not watching. Because at the end of the day, your performance is only as good as the editor who puts it together. So you can do as many things as you want. If the editor only, he's the one, or he or she is the one that picks what goes on the screen. So in this case, I will say less is more, trying to sometimes just telling a story very quickly. That's all you need to do. You get everything in. So for best editing, the award goes to Quick Surf by Elmer Blakey. I hope I'm saying your name right.
I wasn't. Thank you. Yeah, I was just trying to keep it simple and basic. So thank you guys very much. Like, it's been an awesome experience. As an older student, it's really nice hanging out and learning from all these young people. And it's great working for fellow professors. What are you guys laughing for? Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Elmer.
He's getting to the giddy point, Elmer.
Okay, so Jonathan, so
it's an exciting moment.
Right, and it's the jury award. So maybe the jury would like to turn their cameras on so we can see the jury. Okay.
All right. And the jury award is a special award given to a student that the jury believes has a new and promising creative voice. Okay. And if you have something to say, jurors, please feel free. So the jury award for best new voice is, that's the sounds. Kelly Perez, Kelly Ibarra Perez.
Oh, wow, I was not expecting that one. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch my films. It's really important to me because when I started making films, I was the only woman and the only Mexican woman. And it was really nice to see a lot of diversity here. And I also would like to say gracias a mi familia because they're watching all of this. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Kelly, I just wanted to say that, you know, as part of the jury, I think, you know, what we do is at the end of our jurying, we look at like the work that really struck us the most. And I think for me, what I loved about your work was that it was so multidimensional. Your images are incredible, your aesthetic, and then your writing also was really good. And I just think you have a tremendous amount of talent, and that I wish you extra good luck going forward.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
And also, Kelly, you win the award for the most fanatical fan base. Your fans are wild.
That one is for them. That's all of them.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
One more award left, I think, Christine.
I forgot.
Okay. Don't forget.
Right. Right now is the time for you, the audience, to vote for your favorite entry. And we'll use the poll again. And because of the limitations of Zoom, the poll is going to be divided into two halves. So we have about, I don't know, 16 or 20, I forget how many films, but it's divided into two halves because it only shows some at a time. So if you don't see your favorite film in the first poll, wait for the second poll and vote there. So there'll be one poll and then another poll. Vote in the poll, for the film that you think you want to win the audience award. And don't forget to hit submit. So we're going to be putting up poll number 1 for about a minute. And then we'll be closing that and putting up poll number 2.
If you don't see your favorite film here, wait, and it'll appear on the next poll.
And attendees and participants, you can vote for your peers.
Everyone can vote.
Yeah, you can vote for yourself, but. I think everybody's had a good amount of time, yeah? So if everybody's good with the first part, we're going to go on to the second poll. So if you like something in the second part, please vote in this poll and don't forget to hit submit.
That is Jeopardy music, by the way.
This is actually one of the most important awards because your audience is is who you really want to speak to, right? So let the audience choose. And then there's a dance party afterwards. So anybody who wants to go to the dance party, pizza. I'll give you my address in the chat. I dare you to come.
Do it.
Pizza and dancing. Okay, so I think we're good on the second one. Oh, wait.
Did everyone vote? What's that bird? You want to vote?
Okay, so now somebody needs to, I guess, Jonathan, you could, once we know, we don't know. How do we know?
I think the tabulation firm, the ones that got busted in 2000 in Silicon Valley, those guys.
We have the Nielsen ratings.
They're adding it up right now.
Yeah, the Nielsen ratings are adding it up. I'm gonna check.
Usually we're hunched over in the back of the theater with paper ballots.
We are
throwing them in piles,
trying to count them out.
Fun.
But now it's so technological. So there will be an audience award. So every single one of you media makers should get ready for your big speech, right? You should all be, furiously writing something down. If all the makers want to turn their cameras on, we can see you again.
Let's see all your makers.
Let's just all come on together.
As we move towards the end here.
Yeah. Let's see everybody. Let's make this a more lively screen.
And the audience award goes to?
We don't know.
Nomadland. That's not it.
All right, dance party. I don't see Deshelle there. Oh, there's 2 Deshelles up there. There's Ashley. Where's Jules?
No, Leo. Ooh, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. It's a tie.
What?
It's a tie. It's coming in. I don't know what the tie is. It's a tie.
Oh, okay, wait. It's a tie.
Oh, I see. The award is a tie. You're getting a tie. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
I'm supposed to do the corny jokes. What's going on here? Is this Reverso Day?
It's a tie.
Okay.
I don't know what the tie is. Nobody's told me.
No, it's a tie. Oh, I see it. Do you want to read one and I'll read the other, Christine?
Wow. Okay, let's bring the music down. Okay, the audience award is a tie between
You read the first and I'll read the second.
Ashley Raimundo for Awakening.
And
Woo!
the person with no visible supporters, Kelly for State of Flux. Yay. Excellent. That's perfect. Love
All
it.
right, so let's hear one more time from Ashley and Kelly
Excellent. Great
about
job.
your
guys.
audience award.
Everybody did an amazing job. Thank you so much for coming.
Wait, Ashley and Kelly are going to say
sorry.
something.
Always try to rush it off.
Rush people off the stage.
Moving it along. Never let the audience get bored.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
go
say this
ahead.
in Spanish because all my family is watching from Mexico. So, gracias a mi familia por ver esto conmigo y por compartirlo conmigo. Y se lo quiero dedicar a ellos y a mi abuelita. I want to dedicate this to my grandma because she just passed away yesterday and I know she's watching. And I'm just so grateful for my family and for my friends and for everyone. And thank you.
I know it says it in the credits, but I want to just say that the film is dedicated to Black Lives Matter, AAPI, and everyone affected by COVID, which is everybody. So thank you for voting for our film.
You're welcome. Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming tonight. Thank you, jurors, for being here. Thank you, special guests, for giving the awards.
And everybody, hope you drive carefully. Wait, you're already at home.
And don't forget to submit to the CSU Media Festival. And thank you for being here. It was really fantastic. You all did a really, really great job.
Oh wait, Christine, I totally forgot. We also have a student film festival all the way here
Oh.
in Penn State. So I'm going to put it in chat for all of you who are students. There's a student category. And if we're past the deadline, I can't remember, but when it goes up to a couple of bucks, just email me and we'll waive it. So don't sign out yet. I'm about to give you our Film Freeway page. Please send in your stuff and we
Great. Thank you.
And so if you don't know what Film Freeway is, that's where you put your film. You put it on Film Freeway, you fill it out, and then every time a festival comes up, you just go on Film Freeway. You just go this one, this one, this one, this one.
No.
And
it's a good experience to learn how to do it as a
absolutely.
student, for sure.
Yeah. So I expect everybody to put their film on Film Freeway. They were all fantastic.
Please
Great.
do. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. I can't believe it's almost midnight here, so give a girl a break. But there it is, the Center Film Festival. Please, all of you apply. Beautiful work. Thank you for including us, and stay
Thank
safe.
you. Thanks, Pearl.
All right, everybody.
Have a
Good luck with your
night.
finals. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Dance party going, can we?
Yeah. Bye.
Is our dance party rolling?
Thank you.
Here we go.
Karen's got the moves going. All right, Karen. Ashley's doggy has the moves. There we go.
Back to my Aperol.
Oh, I should probably get one of those going.
Just hiding it behind my computer.
It was nice to see
Oh wait,
all
it's
of
being
you.
recorded. This is going to go up on Cal State. This is recorded and we'll be posting it. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
See you at graduation.